Storm Station 7 on alert for you. Snow falling here in the metro area. And take a look at this. The commute home, slow going right now. Just a lot of brake lights and headlights. Temperatures on the Front Range already 50 degrees cooler than they were just 24 hours ago.
Yeah, the evening commute very different from your morning commute. Snow in the mountains leading CDOT to close stretches of I-70. Vail Pass closed in both directions. Closed between Georgetown and the tunnel. Even portions around Idaho Springs are closed right now. And take a look at this picture. I just tweeted this out. It's from the State Patrol. That's a trooper's cruiser there covered in snow. It was hit by a semi up on I-70 near the Leadville exit. The patrol says the trooper has moderate injuries. All right, here is a look at some of the conditions high country drivers are dealing with right now. Again, stretches of I-70, this one open. This is a time lapse taken by one of our photojournalists traveling from Eagle to where the road is closed at Avon. When he starts out, the roads are just wet, but as he gets closer and closer to Avon, yeah, you can see the snow starting to pile up on the sides of the roads. The lanes appear slushier, and you know it's cold out there, so conditions start to deteriorate quickly. You saw it and you felt it coming in. This Arctic blast of cold is moving quickly across our state. And road crews are already hard at work to clear up not only tonight's drive home, but tomorrow morning's commute. This is video from near the Eisenhower Tunnel, right before I-70 closed this afternoon. All that snow now making its way through the metro area along with those cold temps. Ahead of that snow, that wind, strong gusts of wind knocking down these power lines. This is near Longmont as the cold weather moved in. Storm Station meteorologist Mike Nelson on top of all of it for us. Mike?
And Eric, we had 60s, not only 60-degree temperatures, but 60-mile-per-hour winds as that front arrived about 9 to 10 a.m. And look at the numbers now, teens and low 20s across the Front Range. The snow has diminished in Denver. That band of snow has actually moved to the south of us now. Monument Hill, Deckers, the Castle Rock area, I-25 south is going to get really treacherous in a hurry tonight. And off to the east, some pretty good bands of snow out on the eastern plains, although south of 76 and mainly north of 70. This is what it looks like back in the mountains. Beaver Creek, 7 inches of new snow so far for today. In the metro area, it was not nearly that much snow, generally an inch or less, but it hit warm roads that now have quickly gotten cold, and the result is ice and some big travel troubles. My colleague Kirsten Horn is out in it right now in the Denver area.
I'm in the metro area, thanks Mike, and I'm standing here right above I-25 near University. Look at all the taillights, and let me tell you, they are creeping as they go down the highway in both directions. And what you really need to be concerned about if you're getting out on the roadways later this afternoon, or this evening I should say, is the fact that this snow is melting as it hits the roadways, and it may be causing some icy conditions later on tonight. What it's not melting on is what you see back behind me are cars and buildings. They're continuing to hold on to the snowfall. And the other thing, again, going back to the icy conditions, if you take a look back behind me, or down below me, I should say, look how much I'm sliding around. We're on a parking garage, which, again, very similar to a bridge. So if it's icing over on our parking garage, that means, again, it's going to be icing over on the bridge. I'm Storm Station 7's meteorologist Kirsten Horn. Mike, back into you.
And the reason, you can see it, it's still 73 at Amarillo. Right. 11 at Cheyenne. That cold is slid in here, and it's just like a flash freeze on our roads. Not going to be much snow for us tonight, but big headaches. Yeah, well, even for those of us who were inside, we could see everything start to blow around. So, yeah, thank you for the warning, and we'll talk more weather coming up. Eric? And we just heard Kirsten talking about those slick conditions. Those conditions have road crews on high alert. 7 News reporter Russell Haythorne live at Denver Public Works. And Russell, crews there already monitoring the road conditions very closely.
Yeah, Eric, it is brutally cold out here. The temperature where we are 18 degrees, but the real feel is 2 below zero. So it is cold, but the silver lining in all of this is that this is not expected to be a major snow event. So even though they have the plows mounted and ready to go here at Denver Public Works, they tell us this will not be a major deployment of the plows unless we get more snow than is forecasted. Denver Public Works is monitoring the road conditions closely. It will have some crews using infrared thermometers to gauge surface temperatures. If they identify icy trouble spots, they will dispatch crews accordingly to treat those icy trouble spots, but they won't pre-treat the roads either because the pavement, they say, is still too warm.
Sometimes in situations like that, it's difficult to do because what happens is it's a little bit warmer, so that pre-treating stuff will melt and then it'll make the roads more slick.
So again, these plows mounted and ready to go. They've also got salt and sand loaded up in the dump trucks here, and they will dispatch crews accordingly if they get word of icy spots on those bridges and overpasses. That's the latest from Denver Public Works. I'm Russell Haythorne, 7 News.
Thanks, Russell. And as this snow falls, we love to see your pictures and video like this one from Madeline Day showing us the near whiteout conditions, or the whiteout conditions near Dillon today. You can just look at all the snow building up on her windshield wipers there. And someone with the screen name Fairy Dust Cole sending us this picture of a snow-covered playground. This was up in Avon. Now, if you've got pictures like these, just tweet them or Facebook them and tag Storm Station 7. And don't forget, you can get alerts about storms like this one that's just coming in and track them in real time on your own radar. Just download the Storm Shield app. It's powered by Mike Nelson and the Storm Station 7 meteorologists.